about the organization because I see the banner.
Yeah, so this is like the people who organized this. Yeah, so this was organized by a coalition of youth strikers from a lot of different youth-led climate movements and organizations. So we all just came together in this organizing space in New York City to really just set this into motion. And none of us are from like one organization. It's just a bunch of like activists working together to create this amazing day for people in New York City.
Are you a high schooler?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
Hi, how are you? I'm Ching. I'm independent media.
Oh, cool.
I do a lot of rallies and protests. So thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. So you skipped school today?
Yeah.
Me too.
I skip school every Friday, actually. Hi.
Out. Out of the way.
When I say people, you say power, people. Power, people. Power.
When I say we want, y'all say justice. We want justice. We want justice.
When I say we are, you say rising. We are. Rising. We are.
Rising. When I say we are, y'all say beautiful. We are. Beautiful. We are. Beautiful.
We say peace to the poets who propagate peace, and power to the people who march in these streets, and word to the workers who walk in bare feet, and light to the writers who fight to get free. I see me in you, and you in me. What does it mean to strike with the protectors? I know not care. What does it mean to students? What does it mean to artists? What does it mean in your heart? What does it mean with your life? What does it mean with your breath to join people who every day are facing death?
We are among 5 million youth and adult allies striking across the world today. We are making history. My name is Natalie Sweet, and I'm a core organizer for this strike and for 0 Hour. I'm here to introduce two wonderful speakers and two amazing friends who are here today to share their story as Frontline Youth. Please welcome Kevin J. Patel and Isabella Falahi, incredible organizers and friends.
How are y'all doing? Well, hello, my name is Isabella Falahi, and I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
And I'm Kevin J. Patel, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. The climate crisis is the single greatest issue of our time.
We have only 11 years left for politicians and world leaders to act to ultimately determine the future of our world.
To determine the fate of our generation and generations to come.
Today is gonna be written into the history books. Today is gonna be a catalyst for the future action that we're gonna take. Today, all of us come together for the same goal of tackling this crisis that is affecting every single part of the world. Yeah.
Big facts.
My name is Shie Bastida. I was born and raised in Mexico, and I strike for justice. I strike from my heart. I strike because everyone can make a difference and everyone must. It is my pleasure to introduce you, my fellow brother, Shuteska, who is, woo! Woo! Shuteska is the executive director of Earth Guardians. He is in the Juliana versus government lawsuit. They are suing the government because they are violating our rights to a stable climate. Without further ado, please welcome Shuteska to the woo!
Yeah. Let me see your hands up. And show yourself out if you came to see something average. We came as a family, not an industry standard. I'd rather drown together than leave my fam behind. Without them, we wouldn't have this. I hope you can feel the magic. We live in life grounded, steady finding the balance. Raised by warriors, ready for any challenge. You hype on the small swells, we were born to ride mavericks. This is the turning of the tides. There I was, 6 years old, my eyes wide open. I saw the storm, city swallowed up by the ocean. Humanity messed up, look at the world broken. I wanna see the borders open. I wrote this music, it was something I found hoping. My generation finally seeing the web woven. Everything is connected, our generation was chosen to guide the way to the light. Yeah, this is our movement. Walk on the roads paved by every great leader of every revolution. We doing it our way. See, this is a celebration. If love is resistance, resisting is in our nature. We're short by the millions, people of every nation. Summit the highest mountain to prove to them we can make it. It starts right here, right now. Every one of you has light within. Now is the time to shine out. And hands up if you feel it too. See, this music is a movement. It's proof if you feel it moving you. Because the power of the people is more powerful than people in power. I believe that this will be our finest hour. Listen, this is about the marginalized communities, the black, brown, and indigenous brothers and sisters and relatives that are on the front line.
I heard our next speaker give an amazing speech at COP24 last December. She boldly told our world leaders, "You are not mature enough to tell it like it is." Even that burden you leave to us children. I learned she'd been on strike every Friday since August of 2018. In front of the Swedish Parliament, demanding action from world leaders. I was so inspired by her that I made a sign that said "School Strike for Climate," and on Friday, December 14th, I joined her by going on strike in front of the United Nations headquarters. My name is Alexandra Villasenor, and this is my week 41 climate strike. Greta Thunberg is the catalyst of the Fridays for Future movement. She's an icon of our time and has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. She traveled to New York City for this historic strike, riding in an emissionless boat and spending 2 weeks crossing the Atlantic Ocean. And now she is here with us today. What I want to tell you about Greta Thunberg, though, is that she is the nicest, kindest, most humble person I have ever met. It is my honor to introduce Greta Thunberg.
Hello, New York City. It is an honor for me to be here with all of you today on this historical day. And thank you all so much for coming. I heard there were in New York, they're still counting, but at least 250,000 people. Around the world today, about 4 million people have been striking. We are still counting. So this is the biggest climate strike ever in history, and we all should be so proud of ourselves because we have done this together. So thank you so much. This Monday, world leaders are going to be gathered here in New York City for the United Nations Climate Action Summit. The eyes of the world will be on them. They have a chance to prove that they, too, are united behind the science. They have a chance to take leadership, to prove they actually hear us. Do you think they hear us? No! We will make them hear us. To wake the leaders up. We are doing this to get them to act. We deserve a safe future. And we demand a safe future. Is that really too much to ask? Right now, we are the ones who are making a difference. If no one else will take action, then we will. It should not be that way. We We should not be the ones who are fighting for the future, and yet here we are. But we are not just some young people skipping school or some adults who are not going to work. We are a wave of change. Together and united, we are unstoppable. This is what people power looks like. We will rise to the challenge. We will hold those who are the most responsible for this crisis accountable, and we will make the world leaders act. We can and we will. And if you belong to that small group of people who feel threatened by us, then we have some very bad news for you. Because this is only the beginning. Change is coming, whether they like it or not. Thank you once again, everyone who are here, everyone who showed up. And of course, a special thank you to everyone who have been organizing, all the local organizers who are here. We'll give them an applause. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
So tell me your name.
My name is Harrison Schultz, Dr. Harrison Schultz. I have a PhD in sociology.
Wow.
And almost $400,000 in student loan debt. So I'm out here. And I'm representing a group called the Alliance for Just Money.
Okay.
And this group is fighting to reintroduce HR 2990, the National Emergency Employment Defense Act, into Congress. And this bill would pay for a completely tax-free Green New Deal. It would pay for debt relief, student, credit card, medical, housing, predatory, all kinds of debt relief. Pay for universal basic guaranteed income like Yang wants. Pay for universal housing, universal health care, all by nationalizing the Federal Reserve banking system.
Why are you here? Tell me a little bit.
Well, because it's wrong. It's wrong what we're doing. There's no point in cutting trees. I mean, are you cutting trees to make paper so you can go here?
Time is passing, and I wanted to be part of it, and it's the earth, it's our earth, so I want to save that for our kids and their kids and their kids.
So what are you doing here?
I'm asking people to sign a petition to help save the vaquita porpoise. It's the world's smallest sea mammal, and it's the only tropical porpoise or dolphin in the world. There was another little porpoise that died about a year ago in the Yangtze River. It went extinct, it's gone. Now this one, there's just 10 to 20 of them left, and they're not dying because of climate change. They're dying because of illegal gill nets. Thank you. And this is a petition to the Mexican government asking them to take immediate and decisive action. Many of these nets are ghost nets. They're not even being actively used, and all kinds of wildlife are being caught in them. There's an organization called Sea Shepherd, and they have videos and they're removing this net, and sea turtles are caught in them and little whales, and it's killing the whole ecosystem. But the fishing season starts in November, so the Mexican government needs to take immediate action if this little porpoise is going to survive. So that's what I'm asking people to do.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from New York, New Jersey area, but I've been living in Norway for 30 years.
No way! One of the happiest place in the world.
It's a good system.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me, why are you here, and what is the sign about?
Well, what do you think, Michelle?
We're here because we wanted to stand with people that are against all the things we saw on these posters. You know, global warming, climate denial, really. And then we thought we'd bring our no nukes and just stick it in there with everything else, right?
Yeah, well, we're viewing, the whole global crisis as one major existential crisis. And along with that, in fact, the predecessor to the global climate crisis is, in fact, the nuclear crisis. From the time of development in the 40s and the initial one-time use, two-times use in Japan of these weapons, this again is going to be your initial existential crisis. And now we have two, and we can't forget about one for the other.
Yeah, it's almost like we feel like people don't talk about nukes enough. There's still a danger. I mean, we can do whatever we do here with the climate, but like tomorrow somebody could set one of these things off and it's done.
And as much as the climate collapses, the danger of the use of nuclear weaponry is enhanced, along with all the accidental damage of nuclear power plants as they exist along the coastlines.
Yeah, thank you. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil, wonderful. So tell me a little bit how you feel.
How I feel?
March.
I feel hope. I think it's like there is no separation. We are all together in this, and that's how I feel today. And that's how I feel the energy of the people that is in the streets right now. That's how I feel.
What's your name?
Camila.
Camila. Thank you.